dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Madison Carmouche. We are at 6:31 this morning, and we will have meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast a little later. But let's get started with some news this morning. A murder suspect is now behind bars in Floyd County. The Floyd County Sheriff's Department posted on Facebook that 41-year-old Michael Cawley was arrested last night. He was taken to the Floyd County Detention Center. Police say they were called to a home Sunday on Route 680 in the McDowell community. They say a physical altercation between Coley and 53-year-old Patrick Shepard turned deadly. Shepard was pronounced dead at the scene, and police say the cause of death is under investigation. The trial of a London police officer's accused killer is set to start later today. Police say Casey Bird was drunk when he crashed into Sergeant Logan Medlock's cruiser in 2022. Medlock died. Bird faces multiple charges, including murder of a police officer, criminal mischief, and DUI. The trial is scheduled to begin this morning at 9 in Bowling Green. It is expected to last 3 days. We now know the names of the two people found dead in a hospital parking lot in Corbin. 39-year-old Michael Salisbury and 35-year-old Shonda Parker, both of Knox County, were found with a single gunshot wound in each of their heads. Officers with Corbin PD say it is suspected to be a murder-suicide situation. That death investigation began after police were called out to Baptist Health Corbin late Friday night. A 10-year-old girl is dead after a crash on Interstate 75 late Sunday night. Police say 43-year-old Michael Stout of Indiana was driving a Kia Sportage and hit a moped carrying two people, 31-year-old Darius Wade of Lexington and the young girl.
Last night at approximately 11:18 p.m., Kentucky State Police received a phone call from the Corbin Police Department requesting assistance on a traffic accident that had occurred on I-75 northbound around the 26-mile marker. They were requesting assistance because it was serious physical injuries. Troopers arrived on scene and started their investigation.
The two people on the moped were flown to UK Hospital, and it was there that the 10-year-old girl was pronounced dead. Her name was not released, but police say alcohol is suspected as a contributing factor. One person is dead after an ATV crash in Southwest Virginia. Officers with the Virginia State Police responded to the crash, which happened in Dickinson County on Friday. It happened on Route 697. 44-year-old Kenny Collin Jr. of Abingdon was driving when his ATV went off the road and hit a tree. Collin died at the scene. A woman is dead after she was hit by a car in Powell County. State police say 87-year-old Lorena Ruth Fugit was in the roadway when she was hit by a truck yesterday. Fugit was pronounced dead by the Powell County coroner. The truck was driven by 27-year-old Christopher Spencer. A Lexington ambulance was involved in a crash on Monday morning. Police say the ambulance and another car were involved in an incident on Palomar Center Drive around 9:30. A patient was being taken to the hospital at the time. Another ambulance ended up taking the patient the rest of the way. No one was hurt as a result of the crash. Crews have recovered the body of a Pulaski County man in Lake Cumberland. 53-year-old Sonny Ursam was boating with his family when officials say he fell off a boat and into the water. The incident happened Sunday afternoon in the Woodson Bend area of the lake. Multiple crews from Pulaski and Russell County searched for him, and his body was recovered in about 100 feet of water yesterday afternoon. Sonar and robotic equipment were instrumental in making the recovery.
Technology has come a long way. They can take a towfish at a sonar and go along the bottom and take pictures. We have pictures of him on the bottom. You know, it's that plain.
Ursam's son says his father loved his family dearly and worked hard for them, and that he will be remembered as an honest man who took pride in his country, community, and his last name. A well-known Harlan County man that we profiled earlier this year on WYMT has died. Michael Bradovich died Friday at the age of 77. His visitation is today at 1 at the Church of the Resurrection. The funeral will follow at 3. He was a former coal miner, historian, volunteer, and world traveler. He and his wife of 53 years created the Bulldog Room, which contained memorabilia from Lynch High School, which closed in 1981. The family asks, in lieu of flowers, that donations be made to Christ Hands in Harlan. A sad update to a story we have followed since 2020. A Somerset woman has died after a lengthy cancer battle. We introduced you to Raina Simpson as she was battling stage 4 colon cancer. Simpson's cancer had spread to other parts of her body, but she had the support of her church and community, who organized fundraisers to help the family. In 2021, we were there as she celebrated being cancer-free. This is what she had to say at the time.
Nothing is meaningless. Every suffering, every time you are crying, every time that you are joyful, there is a reason, and God will use it.
Raina Simpson died Saturday at the age of 37. Southern Oaks Funeral Home is handling her arrangements. The visitation will begin this Thursday and continue Friday before the funeral service at 2 p.m. Friday, all at Grace Baptist Church in Somerset.
Good Tuesday to you. Dealing with the low clouds and fog across the region. Last weather hit, maybe it was a smidge better. I think it's a smidge worse now. 64 outside our door here at WYMT. You can see typical fire drill. You make your way into the Cumberland Valley. Yeah, we're going to deal with some lower visibilities. You make your way over toward McCreary and Somerset counties. 70 at Prestonsburg, 71 in Ashland, 61 in Clintwood, to 68 in Manchester, mid-60s for Jonesville. And hello, Irvin, you're at 66 as well. All right, the satellite with a composite. Some of the moisture from now Tropical Storm Debbie is being thrown over the Appalachian Mountains. And yes, that's the 81 quarter. And we'll continue to see that kind of play out as we head through the rest of today. We're also tracking this system to our north. This is sinking southward and may pose the risk of a shower from I-64 points north as we head through tonight. And then we all end up dealing with an isolated shower or thundershower threat as we head through the course of your Wednesday. In the meantime, for today, the low clouds and fog will burn off to a nice amount of sunshine. It's hot, it's muggy, and a forecast high up to 92. Signs of a break from the heat and humidity. Your ARH First Alert 7-day forecast coming up in a few moments. Madison?
All right, Tim, thank you. A group of Eastern Kentucky University athletes are learning life-saving lessons on and off the field. 2 years ago, EKU's football coach Walt Wells had a heart attack in his office. He had his life saved by 2 staff members who performed CPR and put an AED on him. Now he wants to make sure everyone on his team could do the same. Yesterday, players were taught how to do chest compressions from a Baptist Health Richmond nurse.
Empowering someone to know that there is something they can do when that situation presents itself, that means a lot. Because as we were saying, anyone can do this.
Coach Wells says everything came full circle in May. He performed CPR on a friend and booster, saving that man's life after he collapsed while they were recruiting in Sarasota, Florida.